Bitcoin. Every kind of money before Bitcoin had somebody behind it, a government, a bank, a company, somebody you had to trust. Bitcoin was the first version of money built so that, in theory, you don't have to trust anyone at all, just the rules of the network. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin, and the flow of new coins gets cut down over time on a fixed schedule. Ethereum. Bitcoin lets you send money. Ethereum lets people upload code that handles money. That means instead of just paying a person, you can pay an app, a game, a marketplace, or a loan system with no company sitting in the middle. And every time people use Ethereum, they pay an ETH, with part of that ETH getting burned forever. So the more people use it, the more the network is literally eating its own supply. Solana. Try paying $20 in fees to buy a $2 meme coin and see how fast you delete the app. That's exactly the problem Anatoly Yakovenko set out to solve. The big idea is simple. Make blockchain feel less like a process and more like a normal app. Transactions so cheap and frequent that doing the same thing on Ethereum would cost you a fortune. But speed has a cost. Solana has gone completely offline multiple times from getting choked by its own popularity. BNB. Binance is the biggest crypto exchange on the planet. BNB started as a discount card. Then it grew into the native currency of an entire blockchain that copies Ethereum's playbook but runs faster and cheaper. Owning BNB is a bet on Binance staying dominant. If they lose their throne, this coin loses its reason to exist. USDT. USDT is a stablecoin. Each token is supposed to equal exactly $1. It's the bridge nearly everyone uses to move in and out of markets without dealing with a slow bank every single time. It's the default currency every exchange uses behind the scenes. USDC. USDC is another major stablecoin. Same $1 peg as Tether, same redeemability, but the company behind it is fully transparent about what backs every token. They publish monthly reports showing exactly where the money is. The transparency is the whole reason institutions prefer it. Big companies and DeFi protocols that need to defend their books to auditors choose USDC. XRP. An international wire takes 3 to 5 business days and quietly loses a few percent to fees you never see itemized. XRP settles the same transfer in 3 to 5 seconds for a fraction of a cent. Ripple pitches this directly to banks and payment providers as a faster replacement for Swift. Dogecoin. 2 engineers built Dogecoin over a single weekend in 2013 as a joke, just a Shiba Inu meme making fun of how crypto speculation had already gotten. Unlike Bitcoin, Dogecoin has no supply cap. Roughly 5 billion new coins mined every year. One tweet from Elon Musk changes the price of Dogecoin way more than 10 years of software updates ever could. Plus, you can actually use Dogecoin to buy shirts and hats from his companies like Tesla. Cardano. Charles Hoskinson helped build Ethereum, then walked away because he thought it was moving too fast and breaking too many things. So he built Cardano. No updates go live until experts have reviewed and signed off on them. The discipline earned Cardano a reputation for being painfully slow, years behind its own roadmap, focusing on emerging markets that everyone else ignored. Chainlink. A blockchain cannot check today's weather, see a stock price, or a sports score, or whether your flight landed on time. Mathematically, it's sealed off from everything outside itself. That sounds secure until a smart contract needs to act on real information. Chainlink breaks that seal. It's a network of independent nodes that fetch verified real-world data and feed it into smart contracts. Without it, an insurance contract can't confirm your flight got delayed. A lending platform can't get an accurate Bitcoin price to avoid liquidating someone's collateral. Nobody hypes it up or talks about it on social media. And if Chainlink suddenly disappeared, most of the crypto world would immediately crash and stop working. Tron coin. Almost 1 billion people already have Telegram installed on their phone. That's Tron's entire advantage before you even get to the technology. Anyone using Telegram is one tap away from sending crypto without downloading a separate app. To handle millions of normal people using it at the same time, Tron breaks its computer network into smaller teams that process transactions side by side instead of making everyone wait in one long line. Tron. The majority of USDT moves on Tron. Regular people who can't afford to lose money to high bank fees in places like Asia and South America, they uses Tron to send digital US dollars to each other. Avalanche. Instead of forcing everyone to share one slow blockchain, developers can easily build their own mini custom blockchains called subnets. These mini chains can have their own custom rules and tokens, but they still rely on the main powerful network to keep them safe from hackers. Transactions finalize in under a second, faster than nearly everything else here. Polkadot.
A guy named Gavin Wood invented the computer language, Solidity, that still runs the entire Ethereum network today. Right after helping build the foundation of Ethereum, he quit and left the project. His next move was Polkadot, built around a bet that the future wasn't one giant blockchain, but many specialized chains plug into one main core that keeps them all secure at the same time. A new blockchain project doesn't need to waste time building its own defense system from scratch. It can just plug into Polkadot and instantly borrow its security network. Crypto projects actually compete and pool community money together in auctions just to win a spot on Polkadot's network. This forces different blockchains to cooperate and work as a team. Cosmos. What if blockchains could talk to each other the same way websites talk over the internet? That's Cosmos. Through a protocol called inter-blockchain communication, independent chains can send tokens and data directly using the open-source Cosmos SDK. Developers have launched dozens of major chains, including Binance's own chain and a popular crypto marketplace called Osmosis. Polygon. For years, Polygon operated as Matic, built to solve Ethereum's most obvious problem: gas fees so high a simple swap could cost more than what you were buying. It processes transactions off to the side, cheap and fast. In September of 2024, the project officially changed its token name from Matic to Pol. Reddit and Starbucks both used Polygon's infrastructure for consumer-facing digital collectible programs. Arbitrum.
Ethereum is great, but using it directly can get expensive. Arbitrum was built to fix that without trying to replace Ethereum itself. It takes a huge batch of transactions, processes them more cheaply than Ethereum, then bundles the results back to Ethereum.
Arbitrum holds more total money in its system than almost any other backup network.
Optimism. Same basic idea as Arbitrum, but Optimism focused on making their system open source so others could build on it. The goal is to eventually wire all these networks together into one connected system called the superchain, instead of building from scratch. Coinbase used this exact blueprint to create Base. It's not trying to win a chain war. The idea is that if enough teams build on the same shared blueprint, the competition becomes irrelevant. Base. Launched in 2023 by Coinbase on top of Optimism's OP stock. It doesn't even have its own token. Fees get paid in regular Ethereum, while Coinbase profits by making on-chain apps accessible to its users with a few tops. These apps exploded to millions of users quickly. Near Protocol. Nobody trusts a random string of 42 characters. Near Protocol lets you register something human-readable instead, closer to an email handle than a password you'd never remember. Render. Somewhere right now, a gaming GPU is sitting completely idle, while a film studio pays a fortune renting equivalent power from a cloud provider. Render Network connects those two. Jules Orbach, founder of graphics company Otoy, built a marketplace where anyone with a spare high-end graphics card can rent it out for 3D rendering, film effects, architectural visuals, and increasingly AI image and video generation. Fetch.ai. Picture software that books your flight, negotiates the price, and executes the trade without you touching your phone once. That's the pitch behind Fetch.ai's autonomous economic agents. Filecoin. Trusting one tech giant with all your personal files is becoming a risk. Filecoin fixes this by letting you rent storage from thousands of independent strangers instead of one big corporation. People worldwide get paid to share their extra hard drive space. The clever part is they cannot secretly delete your files to free up room, because the system uses random math tests called proof of spacetime to constantly check and prove your data is still safely there. Monero. Every other coin on this list record every transaction on a public ledger where anyone can look up your entire spending history. Monero refuses to do that. Ring signatures mix the real sender in with a crowd of fake accounts so no one can tell who sent the money to whom. Stellar. Someone sending money home to family in another country without losing a painful cut to layered wire fees and bad exchange rates. Stellar partnered directly with MoneyGram so people can turn crypto into physical cash at real retail counters across dozens of countries.